Hello and welcome to the bemused ramblings of a miserable old git. This week's I don't believe it moment is brought to you from Reynolds. In fact, this exact Reynolds that I'm currently trundling around in. Because apparently it's decided to play silly beggars and not let me in the driver's door when I unlocked the driver's door. And he was about to drive into me. So yeah, it won't let me in. But it doesn't always do this, it just does it randomly when it fancies not letting me in the driver's door. The whole car unlocks fine, which is marvellous for anyone else who wants to get in it. But sometimes the driver's door, it's like the lock doesn't disengage on it. So what happens normally when it's locked and you pull the handle, nothing will happen because it's locked. And then when it unlocks, it must engage the thing that lets it do the unlocking bit. So the handle then works. For some reason, whatever he's doing that in unengaging, engaging and whatever else isn't always doing it, which is a bit annoying. So I've been giving it a very good thorough squirt in all the lock mechanism with WD-40 every time it doesn't let me in, and then it seems to kind of work for a while and then it stops again, and it'll randomly not let me in, and I'll end up climbing in the back and then using the handle, leaning forward to the front and using the door handle that way, which is not an ideal way of entering a car, to be honest. So I'm not overly fond of this new feature of the Reynolds Scenic, but yes, the other problem of course is it is just random, so I can't really take it in the garage and say, well, currently my door's working fine, but sometimes it doesn't. So just keep opening and locking the car until it maybe doesn't let you in, and then see if you can fathom out why. But it's due an MOT and service in I think end of August, start of September, so I think then I will be getting him to have a look at it then, but I don't think I can be bothered taking it in, especially because it's so random at the moment that, well, who knows. The other I don't believe it moment comes from last night. Got home last night, youngest playing out, first day off school yesterday. We broke up on Wednesday, so yesterday was the first day off school. Got back playing out, happy as Larry, great. Then it was getting a bit late because obviously I was getting back at after 6, so, and then by the time he'd done a bit more playing about, it's quite lively. Coming in, it's getting nearer 7, comes in, sits down. So that's been a bit quiet, doesn't know what he wants for his tea. He was a bit late for his tea then actually, but they've been playing or whatever else. Then doing some toast because he says he wants toast, and he doesn't want the toast because he's got a funny belly. Are you going to be sick? Go and procure a pan, which is the only big vessel we've got really in the house, because the last time he was ill, his brother dropped the plastic thing we used to use as a good bowl for that, because it had a nice wide top, and it broke. So got a large saucepan, always a great vessel, and yeah, said he's going to be sick, and he just went straight into it and sick, and proceeded to do that all night last night. So yeah, about an hourly sort of vomit session, giving him drinks of like water, well, like mildly flavoured with apple concentrate juice, just to make it less water like, but little sips of that, and then he'd bring that back up all the way through the night. So, and I think I saw until it must have been 4 o'clock. I hardly got any sleep, and then I think I dozed off, and I think he stopped about then, but otherwise it was still going at just sort of bringing up just like phlegmy stuff every so often, and wake up and hear him start coughing and dive over and sort him out. So yeah, that wasn't a great night, left me a bit tired. So moaning aside, welcome to Coffee Vlog on the 24th of July. And we're heading up home, on a good way there already. So what's been happening this week? Well, something exciting for me anyway, bit of good news, is I actually got to use Apple Pay. Woo! Only used it on the phone, but it was a magical experience. It is quite good. Yeah, it's nice. Pay contactless. You say you're paying contactless. You put your phone. You don't even have to unlock the phone or anything. Put it near the reader, and the screen lights up. Put your thumb on the fingerprint sensor, and it goes ka-ching, and that's it. Lightning quick. Receipts come out, and you're done. And there's a comment from the lady at the checkout next to me. It's sort of like, when did paying by your phone actually become a thing? Like, you don't keep up with current news then. But yeah, Apple Pay is pretty magical. And finally, because we've got iOS 9 Beta 4 out this week, I think it was Tuesday actually came out this week. The watch now gets Apple Pay, so I can try it with the watch, but I've not had a chance to do that yet either. So this is the trouble of working just inside a warehouse most of the time, is you never really go out to spend money and stuff because you're in the warehouse all the time working. But there you are. The good news is I'm spending all that time making money, not spending it, so there's always a positive there, isn't there? So might get to try Apple Pay with a watch this weekend if I'm lucky. But other than that, yes, the new betas come out, and also the El Capitan Beta 4, and it's all good, really, to be honest. iOS 9's getting a lot more polished now, running smoother, less crashes, and everything's working okay. The watch has been pretty good. Battery life's improved again. Not having to take it off charge and put it back on again on the morning now, because it you know, it's at 100% when I take it off charge, and it just stays there. So that's been good. Watch has had a couple of few sort of glitchy bits still, so obviously I've got some bits to work on, but on the whole it's running really well. No issues there, so looking forward to seeing these third-party complications come up. That'll be good to see. And yeah, on the whole, pretty impressed with that. El Capitan, really liked. Now when you complete the sort of the setup, it goes through like a first-time setup, even if you're installing one of the beta updates, and it goes sort of setting up your Mac, and then it finishes that, and it does this really nice sort of cubed rotation where it takes that and it flips it round, and you come to the desktop. Really nice little animation there. And on the whole, yeah, El Capitan seems to be running pretty smooth. The only issues I've been having, and maybe this new beta update will fix it, is last weekend's vlog, Friday vlog, took me all weekend of repeatedly trying to export it to get it up, because it just kept getting stuck for whatever reason. Some sort of bug. That's with the MacBook Air. I never tried it with the Pro. I could have dragged the Pro out and put Final Cut on it and moved the video. I couldn't really be bothered. I just kept setting it off and leaving it and coming back, and it hadn't done what it was supposed to, and I had to force quit Final Cut Pro X and reopen it again. Oh yes, it was very tedious, but it got there in the end eventually. In fact, I think it finished uploading while I wasn't even at home. I'd left it. I was like, the last time, if it doesn't do it this time, I'm just going to get the Pro out tonight, Sunday night. But no, it did it, so hooray. And you watched it. Not had a chance since then to have a look at comments or anything, so sorry about that. I will do eventually if I do get a chance. I'm going to get upset about it, but I got that there quick. So yeah, Windows 10. We are going to finally see Windows 10 soon. The launch is coming out, and the sort of the release candidate version came out last week now. I'm a bit behind, I forgot about that. I got last week all the excitement coming back from Leeds. I kind of missed everything I was going to say. So Windows 10, yeah, nice and polished now, I've got to say. Really pretty happy with Windows 10. they seem to have sorted out all the little niggles and things, so it is looking pretty much like it's nearly there, nearly ready to rock and roll. So yes, can't really. I still can't see myself actually just having Windows 10. Ended up running two VMs, the Windows 7 and the Windows 10. But yeah, you know, it's all right. You know, don't mind me. I'll just block the road up. So yeah, I'm quite excited for it. I mean, like I said, I've been using it for a while now, so when it finally, the release comes out, it won't be that exciting really, but I might deploy it on a few machines that are going to be eligible for the free upgrade. Give that a go. Also, something movie-wise, this was again last week, I never got around to saying it, is that I caught Jurassic World last week, the movie, and completely bemused me because I couldn't work out why Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy was training some giant lizards to do, well, sort of party trick things in a paddock. Of course, Jurassic World, graphic-wise, is, you know, it's fantastic what they're doing, recreating all those dinosaurs and things, but it's a bit, you know what's going to happen really. If you go in to watch it, you know exactly what to expect, especially if you've watched the previous ones, because they all follow pretty much the same format, don't they? So it's just the same old thing over again. But yeah, I mean, graphics wise was good, and it was quite exciting in bits, and I quite like that. Last night while I was collecting vomit, I watched Avengers Age of Ultron again, and yeah, that was good as well. I do like, well, really Iron Man's probably my favourite. I like the Iron Man movies, and I do like Iron Man, so having Iron Man in it is always going to be on to winner. But yeah, the Avengers movies as well, I've been quite sort of infused with them. They're pretty good, so I've been getting into those and enjoying the full range of them. Go back, and there's also the Captain America series as well, all that sort of Marvel-y stuff. It's pretty good, and the cartoon ones aren't too bad as well. Watch with the, and both boys really quite like those. So yes, and still been playing about with Kodi. And funny, I mentioned about this Android TV box I'd got that runs Kodi, this streaming sort of app, as it were, a program. But I'd not really realised, but you can also, if you search get Kodi or download Kodi or whatever, you can get it for Mac and Windows as well, so Mac OS X and Windows. So if you're thinking about the boxes or thinking about using the boxes for streaming with Kodi, you'd actually have to get the box first. You can try out the streaming service on your computer, because it's all the same thing. So you can download Kodi for Windows or Mac. Thing is, you download the basic thing and it'll give you lots of streams that aren't very interesting, because obviously they can't bundle with it the more interesting streams. So what you then have to do is hunt out, it's pretty easy to Google it, how to install new sort of like repositories and streams, and then you work out how to add those in, and that adds loads more content. And then you can look for streams from different things, and there's like Genesis and NaviX are two I've been using, but there's loads of different ones. So and, there's lots of forums on Kodi as well, so it's actually, I think, worth checking out if you've got a Mac or Windows. It's just running the software and installing the stuff and having a look what you can do with it. So the TV boxes are pretty cool, and I know Mosford's got one Android TV box in he's going to be reviewing on his channel, so I'm going to look out for that. And yeah, I'll be sharing that out, and it'll be interesting to see if he gets a chance to try Kodi on that as well. Right, I'm back in good time, and I'm going to leave it at that so it's nice and short and not a massive long boring ramble like it was last week. So have a good weekend, and I'll catch you all next week in the coffee vlog.